The thing I love about Wayne Isham is that Wayne Isham is a true artist who's not motivated by money, probably because he has a lot of it. but he's not, it's never Wayne's first question, you know, what's the budget or how much am I getting paid for this? I've never heard him say those words. It's like he likes the song, he likes the band, he's gonna do the video. And that's few and far between in this industry. Usually, even with musicians, one of the first questions you hear, you know, how much am I getting paid? What, is there a per diem? All this crap, and I'm like, let's just make something cool. Like, let's just make something that we're really proud of. And with 18 in Life video, the record company wanted to release the song "I Remember You" second, which is a very commercial power ballad song. And we had this song called 18 in Life that we felt was had a little bit more of an edge to it and would be a little cooler for us to come out with second video rather than just go for the ballad second like everybody else did. So we gave the song to Wayne, and Wayne took the ball and ran with it. And he made a mini movie that is still played on VH1 I see it at least, a couple times a week, here in 2009. Any piece of art that you make 21 years ago that you still see as much today, when something lasts a test of time, you really can't ask for much more than that in the world of art. I don't care if it's a movie or painting, a song, a video. But Wayne Isham's video for our song, 18 in Life, has 100% lasted the test of time. And I go around in airports all over the world, and kids run up to me and go, "Dude, 18 in Life, it's in my iPod. I got it in my iPod. Look." And they show me the screen. And, little kids playing Rock Band video games, it's in there. So it takes on a life of its own. And who could ask for more than that? Wayne is not scared to tell you something bad or something, or like, if I'm shooting a video, he'll call me up 3 weeks. So he goes, "I want you skinny as a motherfucker. I want you looking good. I don't want you staying out the night before," even though he will. But he's not messing around. I mean, he's trying to make something he's proud of. And, that's all I can say. I mean, he's forceful when he wants to be. He's a taskmaster. You better be on time, and not hungover and all that. He's out to make his best art, as are the musicians. Yeah. Like, I've worked with other video directors. One was named Matt Mahern. And he made one of our videos that I didn't think was that good. And I didn't think it was finished. And Wayne Isham would always, let me say, "Okay, we're done. Do you like this?" We would watch it as a band, sit around and approve the video. Like, I can remember calling Matt Mahern. I go, "This ain't no 18 in Life, bro. Well, we got to work on this." He goes, well, dude, I'm done. Like, and I go, no, we're not done. He goes, "Well, yeah, we are." I'm like, it's not done, Some people aren't, like, if I said that to Wayne, he doesn't care about deadlines or money or record companies. He cares about making something that I just showed you, Battle with the Bottle, that we're proud of. We're proud of it. We want you to see it. That's our thing that I've always gone by. Like, once I have a song or a video that I'm really proud of and I want to pull people over to my couch and say, "Watch this," that's how I know I'm done, And Wayne always lets me or the band I'm in get to that point before he puts it on TV, which is very cool. Well, we first met Wayne Isham because he was the best. And when I was a little boy, one of my favorite bands was Motley Crue. And he shot the video for "Looks That Kill," which actually he didn't shoot it, but he worked on it. That was the first one he ever did, and that's one of the coolest looking videos. And then he did Home Sweet Home, which was the first power ballad rock video. That was it. That was the one that set the precedent for the rest of the 80s. It was Home Sweet Home. So, I mean, honestly, when I was a little kid, I turned around the back of the Motley Crue first record, Too Fast for Love, and I said, who produced this record? Who's their manager? And it said, produced by Michael Wagner, management by Doc McGee. And I said, I'm gonna have Doc McGee as my manager, and I'm gonna have Michael Wagner produce my first record. And I did. So Doc got us Wayne because we loved the Motley Crue videos. Also, we were on tour with Bon Jovi, and Wayne shot the video for Wanted Dead or Alive, which is one of the best rock videos in the history of rock videos. So we were shooting for the top, and that was Wayne Isham. At the time, he was partnered with a guy named Kurt Marvis, who was responsible for the Faces of Death home videos. Very obscure, but some people watch them. I was, I think, 20 years old or 21 when I shot the video for Youth Gone Wild. That was the first video. And I remember being very nervous, you know, who wouldn't be, with a big 70-person crew and catering and all these cameras, you know, never had done that before. So we ran through the song a couple times, and then Wayne said, you guys rock, but you know what, man? You know what you need, man? And I was like, what? He goes, you need some fucking Jack. I was like, what? Boom! So we got a big bottle of Jack Daniels, and we passed it around. Then we shot the video. That was Wayne's method of getting a good take. The second video, 18 in Life, after Youth Gone Wild became one of the #1 requested videos on MTV, then we got a bigger budget for the next one. And 18 in Life was the next one. And Wayne pretty much took the ball and ran with it. He came up with the whole story and everything. I didn't have much to do with that concept, neither did the band. Wayne made a movie. He really did. These two boys are, you know, fighting, getting into trouble. Their dad throws one of the kids through the door. I remember coming on the set being amazed that this was for our song. It was downtown LA. It was a whole, like a movie set, you know, and it was because of this song, you know, and it was very mind-blowing to be a part of. There was some controversy because Wayne always has an arc to his 3-minute movies, his videos. He has a beginning, a climax, and then an ending, you know, to the piece. It really is like a little movie. And for 18 in Life, the climax of the song says, "A child blew a child away." And it was Wayne's idea to have one of the actors in the video on that line take a spray paint can on a wall and make the happy face, but then a red spray paint in the middle of the head go like this, and the paint coagulates on the wall and runs down. And we thought that was such a cool image, and it was in the first cut of the video. MTV refused to play it with that scene of spray paint. And we were like, oh my God, man, that's wild, you know, like just a guy going like this, but it was so heavy that we cut it out. It was so good that we had to take it out. But that's, you know, there's been a lot of people that's come up to me saying, dude, when I was a kid, man, that video was like so heavy, man. Like I thought somebody like died and stuff. Like that's happened to me many, many times, you know. Hey, that was so heavy, man. When I was 13, I couldn't, God. And I'm like, wow, it's crazy. Yeah. Oh, I snorted, okay. Hey, that's from the 80s too. Well, I'm gonna come right out and say it. Wayne is a true rock and roller. Wayne Isham could have been in Motley Crue or Skid Row or Bon Jovi. He kind of was. I mean, without him, we wouldn't have been the bands that we became. But his personality is very much that of Tommy Lee, or or just a wild rocker. He's not a businessman. He's got long ass hair. He drinks, he smokes, he's wild, he's fun, he's hilarious. He's not averse to playing a practical joke. I can remember when we were opening for Aerosmith. Wayne, the night before, had shot a video for the song, Tell Me What It Takes to Let You Go. What It Takes by Aerosmith. And there's a whole bar scene in there where they're smashing fake beer bottles over their heads, right? So I'm sitting backstage, opening for Aerosmith, about to go on stage. Wayne comes in, he goes, Hey Baz, what's going on, man? He's got a bottle of beer in his hand. I go, Good to see you, dude. He goes, Bang! And smashes it. I go, Wow! Boom! And he smashes this bottle over my head. And I'm like, What the fuck? It was a fake bottle. But it scared the hell out of me. And he's laughing and laughing, and I'm like, dude, I gotta go on stage. You're wrecking my vibe, bro. Like, come on. Don't fuck with my vibe when I'm about to go rock, okay? I gotta... I don't have any bad memories at all from the shoot from 18 in Life. My memory from the video of 18 in Life is this. I was supposed to shoot my scene where I'm sitting there singing the song. That took about 45 minutes or an hour. We were probably spending longer talking about it than it took to shoot it. And yeah, I heard that. If you have a gun, just fucking blow them away because they're shitting all over my lawn. We need the geese police. Oh, yeah. Oh, this will be a good one. I was saving this one. Come on, dude. We can't do the interview until the geese are dead. My most vivid memory of the 18 in Life video was it was the first time we played a big arena in Los Angeles, opening up for Bon Jovi at the LA Forum for 4 nights. So I rented a white Corvette and I flew my chick out to LA. She'd never been there. So they call me, they go, Sebastian, tomorrow you're shooting your part for 18 in Life video. Come down to this address. So I got in my white Corvette with my chick. Yeah, hair blowing in the wind. It's summertime. Playing the Forum. And I get down to like this warehouse kind of area. And I've said this to every video director ever. That was the best I ever looked in a video. And all of the there was one light. That was it. There was a black room. It was dark. And there was just one solitary, no nonsense, white light. That was it. That was the only lighting on me. And he goes, sing the song. He goes, oh, chill out. We're gonna do this in a minute. So I take my wife upstairs. She wasn't my wife at the time. And we're sitting around and we're like in this closet area. There's a mattress on the floor. So I gotta lock the door. We get down and dirty, start making babies right there on the set. Boom, 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 boom. Sebastian, come on, shoot the video. I go, oh my God. I'm totally in the heat of the moment. And I'm pulling my pants up, walking to the set. And I had literally just had some fun and pulled the pants up, sat down. Ricky was a young boy. And I honestly think I only did it one time. I might have done it a couple times, but I remember just pulling my pants up, sitting down, singing it into that one solitary light. And I can remember Wayne and I think Jean Pellerin was there, his assistant. And I just went, right on, you're done, dude. Bye. Or walk back upstairs. I go, come on, babe. That's my memory of 18 in Life. It's a very good memory. That was a good day. I think that the storyline to 18 in Life really added a whole nother dimension to the song. He took the lyrics that we wrote and let his imagination run wild with imagery, and he created his own vision of the song that has lasted decades. That really touched a nerve with people, and we were the soundtrack. But his whole story of these two guys getting in a fight, and by mistake, a gun goes off, and one of them dies. Excuse me. It really related to the rock and roller of 1989, and also now. But when it started making it big, we were a young band with these young actors in our video and appealing to young people with our song Youth Gone Wild, 18 in Life. When you were 18 and there's a song called 18 in Life, that's you can definitely relate to that. And I actually just shot a television show called Gone Country where we went into a jail and did a show as part of the show, a real jail in Tennessee for the convicts. And when I walked into the stage of the jail and I sang 18 in Life, you got it, 18 in Life to go, the place went absolutely nuts. Every convict in there held their hand up and sang with me with as much emotion as I've ever experienced. And it was unbelievable. And I had never felt so much emotion with 18 in Life as when I did it in jail for the convicts, because they love that song. And it starts with a dude in jail. So you never know what's going to happen to your music once you make it, But I can't go a day without hearing about the song. I can't go a week without seeing it on television. So it's defined my life, that video, along with the other ones, but that's really, really, changed and defined and paid for my life. Well, we were tired of the formula bands of the time right then, because they would always put out a rock video and then a syrupy, sickly sweet ballad like a week later, just going for the big hit right away. And hindsight is 2020, but at the time we thought 18 in Life was an edgier song than I Remember You. And the record company was definitely wanting us to put out I Remember You, and we had to say no, and we're not shooting a video, and we had to stand up to Atlantic Records, who put out Led Zeppelin and the biggest bands ever, and we're telling them no, we're not doing it. And so I'm glad that people liked 18 in Life, because I think it's just maybe 1% cooler than some of the other videos that came out at that time. I don't know. But to me, it has a cool factor, even to this day. I don't cringe when I watch it. I don't at all. I'm very proud of it, actually. Yeah.